Okay, let's be real for a second. What if building wealth wasn't so complicated? What if you didn't have to be some Wall Street genius to achieve financial freedom? Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today. We're breaking down J.L. Collins's incredible book, The Simple Path to Wealth, which, believe it or not, all started as a series of letters from a father to his daughter.
And the whole thing kicks off with this quote from his daughter. And man, does this hit home. She says, "Dad, I know money is important. I just don't want to spend my life thinking about it." I mean, that's it, right? That's the problem for pretty much all of us. We get it. Money is important. But we've got lives to live. Who wants to spend their weekends buried in spreadsheets? We just want a simple, straightforward way to handle it and move on.
And here's the dirty little secret, the sad reality of it all. The financial world wants it to be complicated. It actually benefits them. All that confusing jargon, the slick salespeople in suits, the 24/7 news cycle with a million expert opinions, it's all designed to make them rich, not you. It's a system built to make you feel like you're not smart enough to do it on your own. But here's the absolute core truth that this book just hammers home again and again. Complexity? It's your enemy. It's the enemy of getting good results. You see, the more bells and whistles, the more complex and expensive an investment product is, the worse it usually performs for you. Simplicity? That's where the real power is. It's the quiet, steady engine that actually builds you wealth. So, okay, if the problem is all that complexity, then the solution, well, it has to be simple, right? And the good news is, it is. In fact, the answer is, as the book puts it, shockingly simple. There's no secret handshake, no magic formula. It's just a clear, straightforward path that literally anyone can walk. And here it is, the whole shebang, the entire strategy right here on one slide. It's 3 things. Number 1, spend less than you earn. Number 2, invest the difference. And number 3, avoid debt like it's an actual disease. That's it. Seriously, that's the whole plan. You do this consistently, over time, and you will build wealth. It's not some hidden secret. It's just a system that works. Man, I love this metaphor for debt. Imagine carrying around a backpack full of bricks every day. Because that's exactly what it is. It's not just some number on a piece of paper, it's a physical weight. Every dollar of credit card debt, that car loan, each one is another brick in the bag, just weighing you down. And not just financially, but emotionally too. You want to know what freedom feels like? It feels like dropping that backpack.
Okay, let's look at a real-world example here. Sarah versus Mike. This really brings that spend less rule to life. So you've got Sarah making a massive 150 grand a year, but look at her savings rate, 0%. She is treading water. Now check out Mike. He's earning less than half of what she does, but he's socking away a whopping 40% of his income. The result? He's going to be financially independent in just 12 years. It's just proof, right? It's not about how much you make. It's all about how much you keep.
All right, so why? Why are we doing all this stuff? The saving, the investing, the constant battle against debt. What's the actual end game here? I'll tell you what it's not. It's not just about retirement in some distant future. It's about something much more immediate, much more powerful. It's about freedom. It's about building what the author so brilliantly calls FU money. And let's be super clear about what this is. FU money isn't about yachts and mansions. It's not about being rich in that flashy way. It's about having options. It's that financial cushion that gives you the power, the absolute power, to walk away from a bad job, a toxic boss, any situation that just isn't right for you anymore. It's the ultimate form of control over your own life. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's so blunt, so perfect. It's not necessarily retire on the beach money. It's I don't have to take your crap money. That's the feeling. That's the power. The knowledge that you are not trapped. The ability to just walk away when something compromises who you are. Now that is true wealth. So what's the finish line? How do you know when you've actually got enough FU money to be financially independent? Well, there's a really simple rule of thumb for that, and it's called the 4% rule. Basically, you need to have saved up 25 times your annual expenses. Once you hit that number, you can, in theory, pull out 4% of it every single year to live on, and never run out. That's the moment. That's when you're truly free. Okay, so we've covered the what, spend less, invest the rest. And we've covered the why, to get that FU money and achieve freedom. Now, let's get to the fun part, the how.
What's the actual tool we use? What's the simple, powerful weapon that makes all this happen? Well, it all comes down to one thing: the index fund.
Now, this is where so many people get tripped up, right? We're taught our whole lives that investing is this big, complicated game of picking winners. You gotta find the next Amazon, the next Tesla. But what if I told you that's the completely wrong game to be playing?
Here it is. This is the big mindset shift. You don't try to beat the market. You stop trying to be the smartest person in the room. You just ride it. You buy the whole thing and you just go along for the journey.
So what is an index fund? Well, think of something like VTSAX. It's basically a single investment that lets you own a tiny little piece of almost every major company out there. It's like one basket that holds thousands of stocks. So you're not betting on Apple to win or Tesla to win. No, you're making one simple bet that the entire American economy over the long haul will continue to grow and innovate.
And that's why this strategy is so powerful. You know those other fancy, actively managed funds? The ones where you pay some guy in a suit really high fees to try and beat the market? Well, study after study shows they usually fail. Index funds, on the other hand, are dead simple, they own everything so they're super diversified, and they're incredibly cheap. And all that means is more of your hard-earned money stays in your pocket working for you. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great when things are going up, but what about when the market crashes? Because it will. And this is the biggest test you will ever face as an investor. It's the moment when all that cool logic and strategy goes right out the window, replaced by one single powerful emotion: fear. So you need to listen to this, and you need to burn these truths into your brain before it happens. Number 1, crashes will happen. It's not an if, it's a when. Number 2, the market always recovers. And number 3, it always goes on to reach new highs. Always. The real enemy here isn't the market going down. The real enemy is the fear inside you. And that brings us to maybe the single most important lesson about market crashes. The crash itself is not the problem. Your reaction to it is. See, your success or failure has nothing to do with what the market does. It has everything to do with what you do. The people who panic and sell, they lock in their losses permanently. The ones who stay the course, or better yet, buy more, they're the ones who come out the other side incredibly wealthy. And hey, you don't have to take my word for it. Just look at the history. Look at this timeline. After every single one of these terrifying drops, Black Monday in '87, the dot-com bust, the huge crisis in 2008, even the COVID crash in 2020, what happened next? The market didn't just get back to even. It roared back to heights no one thought was possible. The long-term trend is undeniable. It's up. This right here might be the most powerful mental shift in the entire book. During a crash, the market isn't collapsing, it's on sale. That's it. While everyone else is running around screaming that the sky is falling, you have to see it for what it truly is: a massive discount event. The greatest companies in the world are suddenly cheaper. For a long-term investor, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. So let's just bring it all home and recap the simple path one last time. It really is this easy. 1, avoid debt. 2, spend less than you earn. And 3, take that difference and consistently, automatically invest it in broad, low-cost index funds. That's the whole playbook. And just remember, at the end of the day, what this is all for. The goal isn't just to get rich, it's to get free. This isn't about having a big number in a bank account. It's about buying back your time. It's about building a life where you're the one calling the shots. A life of choice, of options, of real freedom. You know, the most beautiful thing about this simple path is that it's open to anybody, right now, today. You don't need permission to start. So the only question left, really, is for you. Your simple path to wealth starts now. What's your first step going to be?